Hi, I'm Nancy, and I feel like I need to say I'm an alcoholic. Uh, gosh, um, trying to think of how long Alma's been my sponsor. I had a sponsor named Val, was my sponsor for a lot of years, and then she passed, and she was so loving and wonderful, and I just didn't know what I was going to do. And then a few of us came from Val and found Alma, who, I don't know, for me, she was like the mom I wish I had. Now I know everybody's, like Alma's kids' experience with her as a mom is going to be different than my experience with her because she, I don't know, like a grandma, like a mom, just I felt like I was so loved unconditionally, and she always knew just what to say to me. And till her very last day, all she wanted to be, she said, as long as I can be of service to other people, she says, when I cannot do that anymore, then I'm done. But as long as she felt she was helping somebody, it gave her purpose. And no matter how old she was, she always remembered what we talked about. It's like I pick her up and she go, oh, how is blah, 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 and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, how does she remember that? I don't expect her to remember, what I talked to her about. She's an old person. And but she did, and she truly cared. I don't feel like she took notes when we talked, but she just remembered because she cared. I never felt like she was putting on, she never was pretending to care. It just felt so, you just felt it, and she was there for me during my divorce, and before I got divorced, when she'd say, be really nice to him for this many days, every day after day after day, and I'm like, okay, I did that, and nothing has changed, but and I don't know, I just loved her so much, and I missed her a lot, and I haven't got a new sponsor yet because I just haven't, some people got a new sponsor before she passed, just knowing, that but I just couldn't. And now she's gone, and I know it will just take some time, but I feel her, and I, even with watching the Dodgers, I know that she's there, because Sue and Randy and I would go over and watch with her, and Sue and I would be talking, and she would be shushing us because she's watching the Dodgers, for crying out loud. If we don't want to watch the Dodgers, go in another room. And they'd bring hot dogs, and we, or when Scott came once and was watching it with us, and he was explaining to her what was going on, because she'd get lost, in it. And I remember how much it meant to her when Scott brought her to a game, I don't know, a couple of years ago. And it was just, I don't know, I'm really grateful that she was in my life, and I love all my sobriety sisters, as well. And I miss everybody, and I know we'll be able to get together again. And right now, everybody's still, it's still a little fresh and a little raw. And I want to thank her family for being so gracious. If there ever was a little, bad feelings, I didn't feel it, but for sharing her with us, because I know we took up a lot of her time. And I don't know, just special lady. That's all I have. Thank you.